On today's Daily Strike, Emil Lilleberg gets his first goal, Conor Geekie scores in his return, and Nikita Kucherov will win the Art Ross Trophy. This is the latest news and notes on the Tampa Bay Lightning for Monday, April 14th, 2025. I'm Steve Versnick. The Lightning hosted the Sabres on Sunday night, and they scored first.
Left circle, Cirelli shoots, they made, score! Guentzel on the rebound!
For Guentzel, it's his 39th goal of the season, but Buffalo answered with 2 goals in the final 23 seconds of the period, and the Bolts trailed 2-1 going to the second. The Lightning answered quickly, though.
Cirelli back for Hagel, open in front, high slide, McDonough, score! McDonough! A quick snapshot into the top of the net.
For McDonough, it's his 4th of the season, and then about 3.5 minutes later.
Wheels across the blue line, right circle. Shoots, score! Kucherov! The first shot off the crossbar, he followed up and jammed it in. That should mean the Art Ross Trophy for Kucherov. He has the league lead back in points, and he makes it 3-2 Lightning.
For Kucherov, it's his 35th of the season and his 117th point, breaking a tie with Nathan MacKinnon. The Avs wrapped up their regular season on Sunday night, so Kuch will win the scoring race for the second straight season. Then about 8 minutes later.
Salvas again, right circle, Geekie shoots, save again by Reimer. Geekie shoots again, score! Geekie! He had 3 cracks at it! Conor Geekie, welcome back to the Lightning.
For Geekie, it's his 7th of the season. Now, he was called up from Syracuse before the game, as Oliver Bjorkstrand is now out week to week with a lower body injury. It was Geekie's first game in the NHL since February 1st. Just over 2 minutes later.
Rebound, Chafee, left circle, up point, Lilleberg. Score! Lilleberg! His first NHL goal! The Lightning are collecting the puck.
Emil Lilleberg on his first goal.
That was really huge for me to do that first goal, so that was really fun.
The Lightning led 5-2 after 2 periods, but they weren't done.
Gets help from Point. Point is stripped by Ryan McLeod. Gave it away. Kucherov in front. Score! Kucherov! His second goal tonight. It's 6-2.
For Kucherov, it's his 36th of the season. Buffalo would then get a power play goal on a 5-on-3, and the Lightning had one more in them.
Left circle, Hagel. Cross ice, Kucherov centers and score! Jake Guentzel! What a beautiful tic-tac-toe passing play. Another point for Kucherov. And that is power play goal number 17 in the year for Jake Guentzel. He leads the NHL.
Guentzel hits 40 goals for the 3rd time in his career. The Sabres then add a late goal for a 7-4 final. Head coach John Cooper on their response in the second.
Coaches did a great job. A couple adjustments were made, and the guys knew what was at stake today. And I thought, really had an outstanding second period, and probably a good sign for, a team to, give up 2 in the last minute, which is a no-no, and but make sure you came in, or you come out in the second and play the way we did, and that was probably the difference in the game.
Conor Geekie talked about how he changed in Syracuse.
I think it's definitely more complete, I would say. I had a lot of stuff to learn, and I think that's what Syracuse did for me, and again, it ended up working out tonight, so hopefully keep it going.
Dave Mishkin and Greg Linelli will recap this game over the Sabres on Lightning Power Lunch today at noon Eastern. You can watch it on Facebook, X, and our Lightning Audio Network YouTube channel. You can listen to the audio in the Lightning mobile app or download it afterwards in your favorite podcast app. The Lightning are now at 100 points this season with 2 games remaining. They are 4 points behind Toronto for first place and 2 points ahead of Florida for second. The Lightning will have a practice this morning at Amalie Arena. Then they'll host the Florida Panthers Tuesday night. Now, Florida is hosting the Rangers tonight, so they'll be playing the second half of a back-to-back. Puck drop scheduled for 7:30 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday night. Our radio pregame coverage gets underway at 7 on 102.5 The Bone and in the Lightning mobile app. The game will air on ESPN.
This day in Lightning history.
It was on this date in 2004.
Lead feed Parrish into the offensive zone. Left circle, Pekka's open. Pekka centering feed. Shot taken point blank. O'Coin. Big save made Habibulin.
Nikolai Habibulin stopped all 33 Islander shots on his way to a record 3rd shutout of the first-round playoff series. That tied an NHL postseason record. The 3-0 win gave the Bolts a 3-1 series lead. They would close it out in the next game. Happy birthday to Alain Cote, who played 2 games in the Bolts' inaugural season. Jason Weimer, who played 232 games from 1994 to 1998. Sasha Goke, who played 9 games in the 2001-2002 season. And then Luke Witkowski, who played 66 games from 2014 to 2020. Orlando Solar Bears win their regular season finale 3-2 in overtime. Orlando is the 4 seed, and they'll take on the number 1 seed South Carolina Stingrays in the Kelly Cup playoffs. Game 1 and 2 are in South Carolina this Friday and Saturday night. Thank you for listening to the Daily Strike for Monday, April 14th, 2025. I'm Steve Versnick. We're every day. Talk to you today.